Welcome to our funny channel. Brace yourself for belly aching laughs. You tried to toss the illness into the box by hand, but look, it's back. Little Sponge sighs, grabs gloves for round 2. With gloves on, Little Sponge began his hot pot adventure, but the illness was like an uninvited guest, terrifying. Just then, old Germ burst in as if seeing a ghost, eyes wide, asking, "What's happening here?" Even though Little Sponge bravely claimed, "No big deal, just a little dirty," it sent old Germ leaping onto the counter, warning him, "This is your average dirt." Just then, a loud crash came from the roof. The action team arrived like superheroes. Seeing Little Sponge, Jane tried to grab him but was interrupted. The sheriff knew it was contagious and called experts. A man, a pro-transporter, burst in, using his stick like it expressed to Little Sponge, quickly herded him into a cage and took him away by helicopter. But even the pros can't avoid mishaps, and wouldn't you know it, the illness took the plunge right onto old Jang. Old Jang, cheerful at checkout, passed the illness to a customer again. He meant to say no problem, but panicked at the sight of it. He thought it was a hallucination, as Little Sponge had been taken, but then it turned into a ghostly green. Awaking, he was terrified by swaying shadows. On closer look, he saw staff had trapped Little Sponge in a bubble to prevent disease spillover. Even the family pets were quarantined. They whipped out a gadget to check Little Sponge's mood. Once they figured he was stable, they popped him into the bubble zone to await the installation finish. While he daydreamed in his bubble, the boss walked in and hit it an unwelcome guest. The boss was speechless. When about to poke the bubble, he was stopped by Little Sponge. The boss thought, "Squeeze first then," and Little Sponge yelled, "Be careful." The boss realized his mistake and invited Little Sponge to play a hook game. Little Sponge agreed, and they played happily, popping the bubble with a hook. But when they realized Little Sponge was fully exposed, the boss still cheering, seemingly oblivious to the gravity. It wasn't until Little Sponge went ballistic that the boss woke up to the reality. Realizing the bubble was gone, he racked his brain and tried to summon a bubble back for Little Sponge. The kicker. This bubble was mobile and zoomed back to Little Sponge, giving him ideas of helping out at the restaurant, while old Jang was busy scratching like a dog. Meanwhile, old Zai asked old Jang to fry patties. Old Jang cried, "I can't." The virus had coated them with invisible powder. Seeing old Jang's stubbornness, old Zai sent him to deliver meals. Old Jang left with food, giving the sickly Zai Huanbao to customers. As the itch intensified, old Jang turned around in shock to find himself a green version of Little Sponge, and the customers could only stare in disbelief. Upon hearing old Jang had the infectious disease, customers lost comment and rushed to him for answers. Then old Zai, also infected, suddenly showed up. He yelled, "My staff are fine." Then saw Little Sponge become a green zombie. He not only looked filthy but also spewed goo, stunning customers, especially the innocent. Guests planned to raid the restaurant. Old Zai quickly blamed old Jang. It's his fault. Old Jang blamed Little Sponge, sparking a blame game. Everyone united to assault Little Sponge's bubble, causing chaos as Little Sponge screamed, "Stop it." Overnight, the bubble burst. Illness struck Zai, infecting all customers. Old Zai laughed, thinking Jang fawned on him, but turned to find it was Little Woe. Little Sponge couldn't resist IQ2U circumflex, stopping Little Woe from eating trash, but soon old Zai was licked clean by Little Woe, a garbage collector.